Hello students of Standard 9. Today you are going to learn Chapter 15 Atmospheric Pressure and Winds Part 10. In this you are going to learn about the variable winds. What do you mean by variable winds? Which are indefinite in their speed and direction. So, if you see, there are two types of variable winds, cyclones and anticyclones. What do you mean by cyclones? The low pressure system which surrounded high pressure area. It occurs due to the intense heat of the sun. Because of intense heat, temperature rises, and due to that, low pressure area develops. If it develops over the seas and oceans, from surrounding high pressure area rushes towards that low pressure area, and that starts as the stormy wind in spiral motion, and therefore that is full of moisture, and when it blows towards the coastal areas or the countries, that affects very badly. So this is known as cyclone. If we see cyclones in northern hemisphere, they blow anti-clockwise, and in southern hemisphere they blow clockwise. There are two types of cyclones, tropical cyclone and temperate cyclone, on the basis of their origination and location. If we see these two types of cyclones, they are both quite different from each other. Tropical cyclones originate over the tropical zone, and temperate cyclones originate in the temperate latitudes. Second, these tropical cyclones are small, with diameter 100 to 500 km. But the temperate cyclones are larger than the tropical cyclones, with diameter of 1000 to 2000 km. Third is the travel. If we see their traveling, tropical cyclones travel westward from east to west in the path of trade winds. So they blow according to the trade winds direction from northeast to southwest in the northern hemisphere, and in southern hemisphere from southeast to northwest. So they blow from eastward to westward. Third point for temperate cyclones, they travel eastward as they follow the path of westerlies. So in both hemispheres, westerlies blow. Either from northwest or southwest, they blow eastward. So they follow the path of westerlies. Fourth point for tropical cyclones, they blow with a great speed, and that is about 100 to 150 km per hour. But the temperate cyclones, they are also the stormy winds, but they have moderate velocity. They are not faster as the tropical cyclones blow. Fifth is the tropical cyclones, they are very much destructive. They destroy life and property, and they are more violent. But temperate cyclones are forming stormy conditions, but they are not so destructive and they are not so violent as the tropical cyclones. So these are many important differences between the tropical cyclone and temperate cyclones. Tropical cyclones bring very heavy rainfall accompanied with the lightning and thundering. But temperate cyclones, they do not bring like this very destructive rainfall or very heavy rainfall, but at the same time sometimes they bring rainfall. Otherwise they bring dry conditions. if we see tropical cyclones, there are many tropical cyclones originate in the tropical zone all over the world between 8 degree latitudes to 20 degree latitudes in both hemispheres. So, if we see typhoons, they blow in China Sea and in the month of July to October and with a speed of 100 km per hour, and they cause heavy rainfall, torrential rainfall at the coast of China. Next is the hurricanes. It occurs in the Gulf of Mexico, Caribbean Sea and Western Pacific Ocean, and they blow with a great speed at the rate of 119 km per hour, and these cause very severe damage to life and property, and they are very much destructive, affects the islands of West Indies. The next important tropical cyclones are tornadoes. They are violent and they blow at a great speed with tremendous speed, about 500 km per hour. They appear as twisting funnel air, causing complete devastation. Wherever they affect all the buildings or cars or electric poles, all are being affected and destroyed very badly. And this affects mainly the Mississippi River Valley of USA. The next is water sport. These are also tornadoes, but they are formed over the sea, known as the water spot. They are also violent and they are also seen as twisting funnel shaped, and they cause damage in the oceans if there is any ship that can be damaged. Next is the cyclones. These are the depressions formed in the Indian Ocean and Bay of Bengal, known as Chakravat. They affect the eastern coastal parts of India, mainly the coast of Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha and West Bengal. So in these areas they are very much destructive. Next is the Willy Willies. These are also the tropical cyclones and affects mostly the northern parts of Australia. The second is the anticyclones. The second variable winds are the anticyclones. These are the high pressure system with surrounding low pressure area, and in this, from the center, wind blows outward. In northern hemisphere, it blows in spiral motion, and that is clockwise, and in southern hemisphere it blows anti-clockwise. They are not able to bring rainfall. They bring fair weather because in this cool air descends and that becomes warm. So anticyclones are not able to bring rainfall. At the same time, do remember, cyclones bring heavy rainfall because from the surrounding areas wind rushes towards the low pressure area or the center of the eye of cyclone or depression. So that collects lot of moisture in it and brings heavy rainfall continuous for 4 days, 5 days or 1 week. So do remember the difference between the cyclones and anticyclones. Cyclones are destructive but anticyclones are constructive. Cyclones bring heavy rainfall, torrential rainfall and damage, but anticyclones bring fair weather. An important air current is known as jet streams. It is the fast blowing winds blowing in the upper layer of the atmosphere, mostly close to the tropopause, So these are originate due to the rotation of the earth from west to east and also due to the solar radiation. In the polar region or in the subtropical zone, their direction is from west to east, and these affect the climate or weather conditions below. In India, jet streams are able to indicate the arrival and departure of monsoon. They also affect the lower levels climatic conditions, and meteorologists get idea about the information of the climatic condition, and that helps in the forecasting of weather. Thank you.